So the opportunity is that at scale, you could probably just bring in batch. Wherever possible, there is a high chance of you can do the batching. And we also try to batch. I think in different scenarios, we try to batch as much as possible. Reads are batched, writes are batched. Like our streams actually do a key windowing for certain amount of time, batch it so you can improve the write throughputs. And yeah, I just said that, okay, there's the only way to do something very fast is to do it in a efficient way, or don't do it, right? So, or do less as much as possible. And yeah, offloading any complex calculations to the server generally helps, because again, this goes back to the old saying that move the compute close to data as much as possible, do that. So on the infrastructure side, this is what we are looking at. So we have embraced K8s operator, but we haven't done completely this. A bunch of our clusters have moved. A bunch of them are in the pipeline. Probably will be done with this in this year. Yeah, I mean, the HDFC folks have spoke about the chaos engineering. We want to do this. One of the worry that we have is that, okay, it generally does not fail. And let's say if it fails one day, what to do, right? How we can really quickly come back? What is our MTTR? We don't know that. We want some way of inducing failures and different types of failures and degradations, perhaps. So we are on Google Cloud. So we want to try this. I think we have read a lot of things about Aerospike on Graviton doing well. So Google came with Axion about 6 months back or something. So we want to run some benchmarks and see this. And given we do a lot of network activity, and they are fairly small in thing, and we are mostly on Java client. So the Java has recently embraced IOU ring. So we want to see this, how it's going to improve or how it's going to impact us. It's supposed to be good for us, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. The underlying library which gives this is just incubating. I mean, it was incubating, just became like a mainline. Netty has just included that, so we are going to try this. So, and okay, on the feature side, right? So what are the features that we want to really look at? I think we haven't really done a great job figuring out what we can do with the expressions. Until now, I think because of probably for the legacy or whatever it is, we have been very comfortable with UDFs. Wherever there is a complex use case, we said, okay, let's write first UDF, right? Maybe to some extent, I think expressions are better. And just by looking at the architecture of expressions, I think this goes back to the same thing, saying that, okay, I think Aerospike can do this much faster than doing it in a Lua engine, right? So we want to see that. We're also actually actively engaged with Aerospike team on the graph use cases. So some of the identity graph use case that we have, I think we are working very closely with Aerospike to see what we can do, whether it's going to be a real value for us or not. But this is something ongoing and will continue probably for next 3 to 4 months to see what we can do, right? The last one is a big ticket item that is currently under design, and just with our experience with Aerospike, this kind of ticks all the boxes with respect to latency, with respect to scalability, all of those parts, is to have a full-fledged feature store. So this is again a very ambitious goal for us to have a centralized feature store, which will be kind of a backbone for all of our ML related stuff. And this probably is going to be one of the very key things where we want to have ability to have, let's say you have feature 1, and that feature 1 has a version 1 today, which is used by a model, right? So then there is another version of a model coming up. So you always have the AB frameworks and whatnot. The other model comes, but now that uses version 2 of the same feature, right? So now we would need version 1 and version 2 because there are 2 models referring to different versions. So this is going to be the full-fledged feature store, and we are seeing how we can do this entire thing. Some of the data modeling exercise might also happen here. But this is something that we are excited about and something that we really want to do this year. So yeah, that's all.